everyone, it's Ashley, and in ELA, which is English Language Arts if you didn't know, I'm learning about mythology. To be more specific, I'm learning about Greek mythology. So I thought I'd do a little diddly-daddly, whatever, about the gods. So, it all started with chaos, and from chaos came 3 children: Gaia, the earth, Erebus, which is like nothingness, and Nyx, or night. And after that, Erebus and Nyx had a relationship, quotation mark around the relationship, and they had kids. They had Ether, the heavenly light, and then Day, and then Night, or Nyx, alone, had everything that happens at night. And then Gaia produced Uranus, and then Uranus and Gaia had a relationship, and they had Titans, Hecatontoroids, and Cyclops. They had 12 Titans, 6 were male and 6 were female, and the Hecatontoroids were like evil demons that were really, really ugly, and the Cyclops were one-eyed creatures that controlled lightning and thunder and thunderbolts, which is actually lightning, which I don't really get. And after that, we have Uranus thought all his kids were super ugly. The Hecatontoroids and the Cyclops, so he hid them in Gaia's womb, deep inside her womb, which is Tartarus, which is like a deep valley, something like that. And then the youngest of the Titans, which was Cronus, was asked to overthrow his father by his mother Gaia. So Cronus, being the bravest, overthrew him, and then Cronus was king of the gods, and he married his sister Rhea, who was also a Titan, and they had, and then okay, I gotta quit saying let's get down to the point. Cronus was told by his father that he would be overthrown just like he was. So, to prevent this from happening, he swallowed every kid his wife had. And Rhea, being a mother, got really ticked off about that. So her last kid she hid, and then she gave Cronus a rock. It was covered up in baby sheets, and he swallowed it whole. And one second, my friend is bothering me. Like I was saying, he didn't know, and nonetheless, and then Zeus grew up. He was raised by nymphs. Be right back, people. Quit. I'm recording Haley. What I was saying. Okay, Zeus was raised by nymphs. 1 second, I'm being... Oh, Haley, quit. I'm signing off. That's it. File, sign out. Here we go. That works. Again, like I was saying, Zeus was raised by nymphs, and then Rhea asked her husband Cronus if he would accept Zeus to come back into the family, something like that. And Zeus, with help from his little nymph friends and stuff, created a potion so that Cronus would throw up all his other kids. So Zeus was like the cupbearer, and he brought his dad his cup, and he drank it. And then he threw up all his kids. Poseidon, who became god of the ocean. Hades, who is god of the underworld. Demeter, goddess of the harvest. Aphrodite, god of, I think was the goddess. Demeter, goddess of the harvest. Aphrodite, goddess of beauty, I think. And Hera, goddess of the heart. And then Zeus and Hera got together, and they had Hephaestus, who was one of the ugliest gods, and he made lightning bolts for Zeus, because the Cyclops taught Zeus how to use lightning and all that stuff. It's pretty complicated. I'm not going to go into all detail about this, just kind of want to get through the family tree. So, like I was saying, and then, yeah, they had Hephaestus, who he's god of the fire. And then they also had Ares, who was god of war. And he started lots of wars. Nobody really liked him. And then Hera had kids by herself and with other people. And Zeus had kids with other people. He had Persephone, which was Demeter's daughter, with his sister Demeter. So he cheated on his sister, which was his wife. That's why I don't really like Zeus. And then Zeus somehow, Hermes was his son, but it was also Atlas's son somehow, some way, in other stories. I don't get these stories, they're really confusing. But my favorite god is Hermes. His mother's Maya, and then Zeus also had Athena. And Athens was named after Athena because she gave him the gift of the olive tree. And she is the goddess of wisdom because she came out of Zeus's head when he had like a really major headache. And Zeus is also father of the twins Apollo and Artemis. Artemis is the goddess of the hunt, and Apollo is god of music. And some stories he's god of the sun, but the real god of the sun is Helios. But I don't know who Helios is father, so I'm not going to go into much detail about Helios. So, like I was saying, Zeus has lots of kids. And I think that's about it. I will go into more detail about other gods later. But I just want to tell you how it all started. Kids of Uranus and Gaia, kids of Cronus and Rhea, and then kids of Zeus and Hera. So, I'm not going to go into much detail. I'll go into more detail if you leave comments. Tell me what you want me to go into detail about. Because right now, I'm running out of time. I don't want this video to be too long. 8 minutes and 30 seconds is good enough for me. So, ciao! Peace!